king of my life, no demon feel breathe that it choke me. It make me go bend and name. To leave you alone, cause they watch. I for your tata, for your plan, that's for me and my house with the most stack gang. Gang with the cruise, gang with the love, gang to the very end. Gang with the sand corona, life starts where the anyone for you. Anywhere that you go, I follow. Anything where you do for my life, my more feet are confidence. I'm all for you. I'm rooting for your life. Rooting for
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Terry Fox Sports Complex for today's ACAA matchup between the Mount St. Vincent Mystics against your Holland College Hurricanes. The starting lineup for the Mystics this afternoon: in goal, number 1, Tristan Brocklehurst. Number 3, Mohammed Hamo. Number 7, Cooper McVicker-Smith. Number 8, Logan Gervais. Number 9, Cole Hutchison-Mills. Number 13, the captain, Quinn Halsey. Number 11, Prabjot Panu. Number 16, Noah Hutchison-Mills. Number 17, Brett Graves. Number 20, Adeboale Olowagbade. And number 24, Nico Letopoulos. The head coach for the Mystics, making his first game as the head coach, Mr. Kieran Collins. And for your Holland College Hurricanes, in goal, number 1, Cole McWilliams. Number 2, Harrison Monroe. Number 3, Colby Monroe. Number 4, Nick Neitz. Number 6, Kai Nurse. Number 8, Isidore Hatungamana. Number 9, Nathan Wheeler. Number 11, Carson Crawford. Number 12, Liam Boswell. Number 13, Chad McNally. And number 18, Hudson Hotley. The head coach for the Hurricanes, Jonathan Voss. Today's officials are referee Brandon Lund, assistants Isaac Walters, Jason Eden, and fourth official Aidan O'Regan. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of O Canada. Hurricanes and the Mount St. Vincent Mystics. The Mystics, all in white, are going to be playing from left to right, with the Hurricanes in their dark strip today playing from right to left. We can go through the lineups quickly while the teams are in their huddle. For the Hurricanes, number 1 in goal, Cole McWilliams. Number 2, Harrison Monroe. Number 3, his brother, the captain, Colby Monroe. Number 4 is Nick Neitz. Number 6 is Kai Nurse. Number 8 is Isidore Hatungamana. Number 9, Nathan Wheeler. 11 is Carson Crawford. 12 is Liam Boswell. 13, Chad McNally. And number 18 is Hudson Holtley. For the Mystics, in goal is Tristan Brocklehurst. Number 3 is Mohammed Hamo. Number 7 is Cooper McVicker-Smith. Number 8 is Logan Gervais. Number 9 is Cole Hutchison-Mills. Number 13 is Quinn Halsey. Number 11 is Prabhjot Panu. Number 16 is Noah Hutchison-Mills. 17, Brett Graves. Number 20 is Adeboale Oluwagbade. And number 24 is Nico Latopoulos. And it's the Hurricanes who get the game underway. Always lots of anticipation and hope and enthusiasm for the opening game. Last year, the Hurricanes didn't make the playoffs for what seemed the first time in ever. The Mystics went down in the semi-finals of the ACAA Championships. So both teams, you think, will be looking to go a little bit better this year. The Mystics have a new head coach, Kieran Collins, who's been prominent in Soccer Nova Scotia circles for a long time. So we wish him the best for the season. And certainly the bit of a roster shake-up for Coach Voss and the Hurricanes, and there's some good players there that have come through the PI system that are now part of the Hurricanes this year. The Mystics try and get something going on this right-hand side with Panu, but that goes out for a goal kick. Cole McWilliams is the goalkeeper. Number 11 is Crawford. Is Harrison Monroe, one of those island players hoping to make a significant difference for the Hurricanes this year. The ball's gone out on the far side, and that's going to be a throw to the Mystics. Just looking through the Hurricanes lineup, certainly some good new talent there on display. Hudson Holtley, Kai Nurse, Nick Neitz, as we mentioned, Harrison Monroe, Cole McWilliams, all done well in the PEI system over the last few years. Harrison Monroe has just come back from the Canada Games, where he netted on a couple of occasions, so he's certainly going to be a source of goals for Coach Voss. I'm sure he'll be hoping. And Mystics try and build something from the back. Nathan Wheeler putting them under pressure. I'm sure Nathan is one of those players looking to have a good season. He was disrupted last year by injury. He only came back late. Didn't really find his feet. That's a ball that's played in, and Brocklehurst goes down under the challenge there. Number 8, Isidore Hatunginana rather sent Brocklehurst to the ground. Looking concerned from the sidelines. Referee Lund didn't see that it was actually a foul, so he's just dropped the ball back to goalkeeper Brocklehurst. He's back on his feet, all good. And now the Mystics will try and build up from the back. One of the problems the Mystics had last year was scoring goals, just 13 goals in their 12 regular games. Aidan Whalen, who was their leading scorer last year, with 5, no longer on the roster. So scoring goals is going to be something that new coach Kieran Collins is going to have to try and figure out for the Mystics this year. Defensively they were fine, but it was just in the attacking third that they seemed to struggle a bit.
lost by a goal to nothing to the Hurricanes, and the other game was a 0-0 tie. They're trying to get something going on the left-hand side. And referee Lund has signalled for a corner, although now there's an offside call, I think. A bit of a double cross going on there between assistant referee Walters and referee Lund. But we do have a goal kick. Here's Nick Neitz. Plays it long, looking for Chad McNally. He was a good source of goals last year for the Hurricanes, in another team that they also struggled to get goals last year. McNally was always the most likely source. That ball's played long. Colby Munro will probably just see this one out there under pressure from Pernell. He did get a touch, but he played it back, but not enough in time, says assistant referee Walters. So it's going to be a corner kick to the Mystics. Going to be taken by number 7, Cooper McVicker-Smith. Beautiful day here on PEI if you're just joining us. Referee Lund, something he didn't like. Bit of the usual tussling and pushing and pulling that you tend to see nowadays in 6-yard boxes whenever there's a corner kick. Referee Lund makes sure that nothing out of hand happens. Now it is going to be a corner. Taken left-footed, driven to the near post. It's not a great corner. Here's Harrison Monroe. Only as far as Oluwabadi. Back to number 7, McVicker-Smith. He does well. Chad McNally has to come across and deal with that. So it's going to be another corner kick to the Mystics. Ball comes over, ball's bouncing around. Here's an opportunity. It's cleared. Good pressure this. Here's Gervais looking for some options ahead. He's just going across there to Nikolotopoulos. Panu. Inside there to number 9, Hutchison Mills. Before they can go any further, assistant referee Walters has put his flag up, and that's going to be an offside call and a free kick to the Hurricanes. Just past 7 minutes on the clock, no score. Here's Crawford. Goes long. Covered by Hamo. Only as far as Nurse. Looking for some options. That's a good ball to Colby Munro. He keeps it in there on the left-hand side, and Hamo came rather cross there and got one in the face for his troubles. But here's McNally if he can shoot. Ball's going to bounce loose. Here's Harrison Monroe. Hits blocked again. Ball comes into the far post, looking for Colby Munro. But that's just going to run out for a goal kick. So the first foray forward by the Hurricanes. Mystics try and build something going. That's too far ahead there of McVicker-Smith, and that's going to be a throw-in on the far side. goes down, and he was looking for the foul there, which referee Lund agrees, and an opportunity here for the Hurricanes to play the ball into the penalty area. There's a little bit of a breeze, which will certainly help. The ball's come up, looking for McNally. He manages to get his head on it, but he can't get any direction. So that's going to go behind for a goal kick. Boswell's there. Headed away by Harmo. Boswell again. Nice play there by McVicker-Smith. Played forward by Halsey. It's going to have to be dealt with there by Haltley. Goes back to McWilliams. Boswell into Nurse. Chip forward, and Colby Munro's going to get there. Did the run and managed to keep it in, did he? Yes, says the assistant referee. Mystics try and play it out, but it goes out of play, so that will be a throw to the Hurricanes. Thank you for joining us this afternoon on this, the opening day of the ACAA soccer season. Always a day of optimism and hope for all teams, hoping that it's going to be their year. Certainly the Hurricanes will certainly be hoping, as they will be hosting the ACAA Atlantics at the end of October. So the very least they'll be hoping for this year is a place in the top 4 and a chance to play for the championship on their home turf. Played forward. I think Amana tries to get on the end of it, but Brocklehurst is able to come out and pick that up. Mystics happy to just knock it around at the back there. 24, Nico Nikolatopoulos. Comes across to number 3, Mohamed Hamo. Looking for some options. Run there was by Hutchison Mills, manages to keep it in, but under pressure from Colby Munro, it goes off his heel, and that's a throw to the Hurricanes. Here's Nick Neitz. Giveaway by Crawford. Only as far as Noah Hutchison Mills. Shows a good pair of heels there. Crawford came across, and that's going to just run behind for a goal kick. 12 minutes gone, coming up to 13 minutes. Both teams, you get the sense they're just feeling each other out a little bit. Now the goalkeeper yet really tested. That's played long, looking for Colby Munro. He heads it inside. That's a good, if McNally can get on the end of it, which he can. Nikolatopoulos is able to clear. Good play by Boswell. Here's Harrison Munro, trying to find a bit of space on the right-hand side. Here's McNally now. Ball comes across. Here's a chance! Oh, and a miss hit there by Isadora Hattingamana. That was a good opportunity for the Hurricanes. He had a little bit of time and a little bit of space, but he couldn't get it on target. And now the Mystics come at the other end, and here's an opportunity, and this time McWilliams is there with the save. So suddenly this game is burst into life. Opportunities at both ends, and that's a good piece of play, and again McWilliams has to get down and save. Good play there by Noah Hutchison-Mills, he'll probably be kicking himself as how he didn't open the scoring there. So in the space of 30 seconds, both teams could have opened their account. Boswell inside to Nathan Wheeler. Here's Boswell again, looking for an option if he can find one. He's managed to find Harrison Monroe there. Now he can shoot from here, and he does. But it's just into the midriff of Brocklehurst. Didn't quite get the power on it. I'm sure that he won Harrison Monroe, but he managed to find a little bit of space for himself. Here's Hamo. Nicola Topoulos. Nice turn there by Hutchison-Mills, but he just ran out of space. Already looking lively, the number 16 for the Mystics. Foul, says referee Lund, by McVicker Smith. Taken quickly. Here's Harrison Monroe. Chipped in towards the penalty spot. It's headed away by Hamo. That's going to be another throw on the far side to the Hurricanes. McNally back to Nurse. Holtley. Crawford. Here's Neitz. Looking for some options ahead. Mystics just happy to sit back and play deep. Headed away. There's Hutchison-Mills again. Tried to find Panu. Well in by Colby Monroe, who sends that back to McWilliams. Wheeler, good touch. Here's McNally. Harrison Monroe has continued his run. Ball comes across, but that's going to beat everybody, and that's going to go for a throw. As we come up to 17 minutes, still scoreless, although both teams have had chances. Just a few minutes ago, Isidore Hattingamana had a good opportunity. We didn't quite connect in the penalty area, and then Noah Hutchison-Mills with 2 attempts to open the scoring for the Mystics, but was denied on both occasions by goalkeeper McWilliams. Nurse tries to burst his way through. Here he is again. Here's Harrison Monroe. He leaves it. Good opportunity. Oh, what's going on? And this time there is no mistake, and the flag has gone up. Hattingamana it was who put the ball in. It was a good cross by number 2, Harrison Monroe. The assistant referee, and his flag was up straight away on the far side. And the joy was short-lived for the Hurricanes. And a relieved Brocklehurst clears, but just goes straight out of play. So that will give the Hurricanes a little bit of optimism. They've started well. Here's Crawford. There's certainly enough attacking firepower with the Hurricanes this year to cause teams problems. There's no question about that. Here's Hutchison-Mills. He goes back to Graves. Nicola Topoulos. 3 Hamo. Hurricanes just happy to sit back and let the Mystics have the ball. That's played long. That's asking a lot there of McVicker Smith. All he can do is just knock it into the arms of McWilliams, and now the Hurricanes will try and build up. Here's Nurse under pressure. That's just going to run through. Hamo's just not going to knock that back to Brocklehurst. Here's Hamo. By Neats, under pressure though by Cole Hutchison Mills. Who, certainly from my vantage point, looks very similar to his brother Noah. Cole number 9, Noah number 16. Plays it forward. He's looking for Pano. This could be awkward. Crawford has to deal with this. It's not away. And now is an opportunity. And there was no support there for the number 11, Pano. I'm not sure if his teammates really expected him to win that, but he did. And when he finally was able to put the ball in the middle, there was nobody there. And here's Harrison Monroe. Plays it forward, looking for McNally. Hits Hamo on the back. McNally's put him under pressure, and all Hamo can do is concede the throw. Ball runs through to Brocklehurst. Chip forward, but out of play. McNally flicks it on. Hamo's there, just goes up in the air. McNally and Halsey, the two number 13s, are battling for it. Just gonna go back. Suddenly the game's gone a little bit scrappy. Neither team is really getting their foot on the ball and creating any great opportunities. Everything tends to be a little bit long ball at the moment. Here's Nurse. Once again, he looks long. Graves wins that. Knocks it out to Hutchison Mills. Asking a lot there of Gervais, but he manages to keep it in. Good defending there by Colby Munro, who started this game very lively, the Hurricanes captain. But once again, it's a long ball that is intercepted. Here's Hamo. Both teams just content to sit in when the other team has the ball at the back. Gervais into Halsey. He turns, looks for some options. Neitz is there. McNally. Hutchison Mills battling with McNally, but fouls him. So that's going to be a free kick for the Hurricanes. Coming up to 25 minutes on the clock. Both teams with one good opportunity to score, and the Hurricanes did have the ball in the net a few minutes ago, but that was ruled out for an offside. But apart from that, it's been a bit of a stalemate. Clip forward by Boswell. It's not a great free kick. That's just gone straight out of play, and that's going to be a goal kick. Monroe wins the header. That's gone out of play. That's going to be a throw for the Mystics. It's a good ball. Opportunity there for McVicker-Smith. Once again, the danger is snuffed out by Boswell. Ball goes out to Hutchison Mills. He's going to go back to Gervais, into Halsey. Intercepted by Boswell. Halsey gets it back. Vicker-Smith looks left forward here. It's an opportunity here for Oluwagbade, but his control lets him down. Puts his head in his hands. He knows he's been at a bit of an isolated figure on this right-hand side in this first half so far. Adewale Oluwagbade, haven't really seen a whole lot of him. And it's turned into a bit of a game of cat and mouse this right now. Not a whole lot of excitement to get the spectators excited. Oluwagbade's battling with Nurse. Nurse does well, it goes back. Only to Neitz. He finds that's a good ball there to Monroe. He's going to try and drive forward. What can the Hurricanes do here? It's intercepted. Here's Oluwagbade again. There we go. Now we can get a chance here. But Neitz does well, comes across. Hutchison Mills with the challenge, and Neitz wins the throw. Some good intent there by number 4, Nick Neitz. Another one of those new players to the squad that Coach Voss has inherited this season. Ball goes back to McWilliams. Here's Crawford. Mystics quite happy just to let the Hurricanes have the ball. They'll play it long and then they'll intercept, just as they did there. Well done there by Boswell, but a bit of a wayward pass. Here's Oluwagbade trying to go on the outside of Monroe. Shows good skill. Here's Panu. He's going to try to hit it left foot. He curls one. No, that wasn't a bad effort. It did have some curl. Just started a little bit too far wide. In the end, it didn't cause too much distress for Cole McWilliams. Forward by Boswell. Here's Holtley. Intercepted by Hutchison Mills, but it is going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Here's Harrison Monroe. Got Gervais in front of him. Does well there, Monroe. Ball comes across. Half cleared by Nikolatopoulos. challenge by number 12, Boswell. Played long by Crawford. Looks for Monroe. Good header in. Here's an opportunity for McNally. And can he shoot? Oh, and that's an opportunity. Back to Harrison Monroe, who opens the scoring for the Hurricanes. Brocklehurst made the save originally, but the ball came back to Harrison Monroe, and he buried it. And that's the first goal of the new season for the Holland College Hurricanes. They lead 1-0.
Goal scored by your Hurricane, number 2, Harrison McNorrow.
So the first goal of the new season for the Hurricanes, scored by a player making his first appearance, number 2, Harrison Monroe. One of those players that we just talked about that Coach Voss will certainly be hoping will make an impression this season in the ACAA. And it was a game that was sort of crying out for a goal, really. We'll have to see if that shows a little bit more ambition maybe from the Mystics. Both teams really to that point were just happy to knock the ball around. But it was good play. It was a good header in by Monroe. McNally did well. He forced the save from Brocklehurst. The ball rebounded to Harrison Monroe, and he buried it clinically into the corner. It's going to be a throw in on the far side to the Mystics. Boswell inside to Nurse. That's better there from the Hurricanes. The ball's played back. Don't think Brocklehurst's going to want to pick this up. He doesn't. Monroe is there. Bit of a heavy touch. Here's McVicker Smith. Nice tackle by Holtley there. Boswell. McNally with the control, keeps it in. Goes back to Crawford, over to Neitz. Certainly the centre-back pairing so far for the Hurricanes looks pretty solid. Here's Crawford into McNally. He's got Monroe out wide again. Opportunity for Monroe, goes to the far post, looks for Colby Monroe. Has he got there? He does. Ball's not cleared. Halsey's there on the edge of his penalty area. Inside to Hutchison Mills. Tries to find his namesake, and he does well there, Noah. Gets a little bit of a tug by Holtley, and I think we're going to see a yellow card here. Cynical pullback by number 18. No, we're not going to see a card. Okay. Looked like it was a pullback from here, but Brandon Lund decides to keep his cards in his pocket. We're going to see a change here by the Hurricanes. Number 19 is going to come into the game. Mathurin Carl-Rollett.
Coming in, number 19, Mathurin Carl-Rollett. Coming out, number 13, Chad McNally.
And McNally is taking a seat for a little while, probably maybe till half time. We've got 11 minutes to the half. And here's an opportunity for the Mystics, but that's where overhit. Throw to the Hurricanes. Halsey. Hollow body. Tries to show a trick or two. Panu. Hollow body again. Tries to work his way through, but that's going to be a foul. Sort of sandwiched with between two challenges. One from Nurse, the other from Hattingamana, but it is a free kick now to the Mystics. Cole Hutchison-Mills is standing over this right now. But I think he's going to swing it in towards the far post. Indeed he does. Over it goes. That's a good knock. There's a header on there. Harrison Monroe got his head to it. Someone's gone down. Referee says that it was a free kick. Ball's played long. Was it going to bounce? Hattingamana gets half a shot on it. He hits the ball into the ground. And Brocklehurst is able just to dive on it. It's Hutchison-Mills again now. Good play by Crawford there. Is Harrison Monroe. Held up by Wheeler. Nice turn. Can he keep it in? He does. Nice play there by the number 9 for the Hurricanes. Here he is again. Nothing there this time. Fair challenge, says referee Lund. Here's Oliver Bardi. What can he do? Intercepted by Monroe. Kick by Crawford. Opportunity here. Now is an opportunity. Oh, and a great challenge there by Colby Monroe. That was a goal-saving tackle. Cole Hutchison-Mills was just about to pull the trigger on that one. But Colby Monroe came across and put a great challenge in. So his brother scored the opening goal. Right then it was Colby who put a goal-saving challenge in, but it's taken short. Good interception by Harrison Monroe. Oliver Bardi, nice skills again. It's Panu. Ball goes back. Foul there by Mathler and Carl Rollett. With the cross, cleared by Neats. Better pressure here by the Mystics, you feel. Getting a little bit ahead of steam here. But that's going to go out of play, and that's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes as we come up to the 39-minute mark. Holland College lead by 1-0. Goal scored by Harrison Monroe. Here's Neats. Crawford. Here's Neats, looking for some options. Goes long, headed away by Hamo. There's McVicker Smith. Holo Body. Hutchison Mills, that's too casual, far too casual by number 9. And Harrison Marinero was able just to steal that one. And number 24, Nicola Topoulos just puts the ball out of play. And we're going to need a new ball on that far side. Here's Harrison Monroe. Ball comes in. Oh, just an important touch there by Nicola Topoulos. Just took it away from Nathan Wheeler, who was standing behind him. Although Bardi tries to come down now for the Mystics. Mixed with Panu, but Colby and Monroe once there is to defend. Vicker Smith, Hutchison Mills. Good defensive shape here by the Hurricanes. Number 8, Logan Gervais plays it long. Here's an opportunity, and that was a good shot there by number 7, Cooper McVicker Smith. Looks like there might be an injury to number 16, Noah Hutchison Mills. Looks like he's making his way to the sideline. Maybe some blood. I think if my eyes don't deceive me, I think there's a bit of blood on his right knee. And at the same point, one of the Mystics is also being treated for cramp. So Coach Voss uses this as an opportunity just to bring his players in. Let's do the Mystics players as well. So we've got like an unofficial break going on here right now while the Mystics player receives a little bit of treatment. I think it might be number 13, Halsey, who's down there on the floor. No, I see Halsey to my left. I think it might be Logan Gervais that's getting the treatment. Number 8, yeah, he sort of hobbles up. Seems to be moving okay, a little bit gingerly, but he's coming over to the side. Now referee Lund can get things going again after the little break there. Both teams use it as an opportunity to get a little bit of tactical instruction as well as some water. Looks like Gervais is, Gervais is good to continue. But that'll add an extra minute or two to the end of this first half. According to the clock to my left, we're at 43 minutes. So we finally get going again. Is Crawford. I think Ivana knocks back to Nurse, gets it back. Hamu plays it. Here's Panu now. Nurse is chasing him back. Panu's into the penalty area. Bit of a heavy touch there. And Nurse defends it well. Panu looks for some support. Tries to get past Nurse again. Well, they've got nowhere to go, but he plays a good ball back. Ball comes in. Panu gets it back as well. Tries to hit it left-footed. Comes off Nurse. Gervais plays it in, but hits Panu and hits Atingamana, and that's going to be a throw to the Mystics. We'll get a moment there. It looks like Aiden, Mr. Fourth official, just gives me the nod and is going to put 2 minutes on the board. As we cross the 45-minute mark, fourth official O'Regan officially puts 2 minutes. So we have 2 minutes left in this first half, just to cover that injury there. And the ball goes out of play on the far side, and it'll be a throw to the Hurricanes. Goes to Holtley, plays it in, looks for Colby Monroe, it's headed by Hamu. Monroe is there, battles hard though with Vicker Smith, and that runs out of play, so that will be a throw to the Hurricanes. Here's Carl Rollett. Boswell. Good play there on the far side. The ball swung across. It's cleared. And as far as Nurse, Harrison Monroe tries to keep it alive on the edge of the penalty area. He does. He goes down under the challenge there of Cole Hutchison Mills, and here's a good opportunity right on the stroke of half time for the Hurricanes to double their lead. I think is going to be the last really good scoring opportunity in this first half. It's Kai Nurse who's standing over this. You think he's going to try and shoot from here unless they've got some elaborate free kick routine planned. They don't. He tries the shot. It goes over, and the halftime whistle goes with the halftime score. Holland College Hurricanes 1. The Mount St. Mystic. I'll say that again. Mount St. Vincent Mystics 0. Goal scored by Harrison Monroe. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes for the second half, so don't go away, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, exactly. You need to be above. Yeah, you need to be above.
really sweet, it's with me inside, but yo, now money be everything, cause everything now money, oh. I don't back down, 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 till I don't back down, I don't back down, I don't back down, I don't back down,
Déjà qu'on n'aimait pas brûler ça. Excusez-moi, veux tout assez comme pas. Moi, pas comme pas maïsienne, douce comme ça. Ou mettre ma demoiselle, on est nature. Danser, la gueule, Alléluia, quand tu m'as dit que tu les shooters. Don't take bad man, fais pas les poupas. Chanter, danser, la gueule. I pull up and invited you, but I find that a rising. Because my presence is a gift from God, and you're looking like an angel, baby. Jump in, dancing, ooh yeah, booty like a circle. And I go handle them carefully. Yes, I knew you would have dressed for me. Maybe she'll look down for me. And even the party me. Riding in Lamborghini. Put you for your hands, bring you closer. Should you have to dance, come back, come back, come back, come back. Hallelujah. Got too much money, but I'm still a shooter. Don't take that man, big happy pooper. Cause my money bigger than you go sooner. I'm not that like I'm in the Yakuza. Je n'ai comme ma fille, tant que mes douces. Donc, quand on paye un appel comme un souka. Moi, je cherche ma Lamborghini Touba. J'ai le temps fini. Vini, party. Like a Lamborghini. J'ai une sous-sac. Baby,
I will announce the game on the camera is accurate.
Right on.
So the pictures are no good. Contact him.
Oh, wonderful.
So, welcome back everybody for the second half of this opening day of the ACAA 2025 Championships. The Holland College Hurricanes have a 1-0 lead over the Mount St. Vincent Mystics, courtesy of a goal by number 2, Harrison Monroe. That's all that separates the two teams right now. Have a quick look through there and see if we have any changes. Nobody is standing out right now as a substitute for the Hurricanes, so it looks like they're unchanged. Here's Holtley, and that goes out of play. Just a quick look there too for the Mystics. It looks like they're going with their starting 11 as well, so no changes for either side. Hutchison Mills goes back to Nicolatopoulos. Here's Halsey, and foul there on number 8, Gervais. Number 8, Hatun Gimana is getting a tailing off by referee Lund, but so far no yellow cards today. Hamo's going to take this, place it forward long. Looks for Noah Hutchison Mills. Holtley's there with the header, and that goes out for a throw. Intercepted by Harrison Monroe, tries to get it forward. Here's McNally, who did start the game, so he's back. I think Mather and Carl Rollett has gone off. So it looks like that was the only change at half time by Coach Voss. Holtley with the throw. Monroe tries to turn. It's cleared. That's going to be another throw to the Hurricanes. Here's Boswell. Crawford. McNally with the header. Gervais put it out, but assistant referee Walters on this side. His flag had gone up, so that's going to be an offside call and a free kick to the Mystics. Nicolatopoulos is going to go long. And we have an offside on this near side against Noah Hutchison Mills. So both teams guilty of just wandering offside in this opening stages of the first half, which has sort of shown a similar pattern to what we saw in the first half. Both teams rather just sitting back when the other team has the ball. That's certainly going to play into the Hurricanes' hands, I think. Played forward by Neat, it's cleared. Here's Halsey. Hutchison Mills, who's been lively today. Into Cole Hutchison Mills, but Nurse is there to pick the ball up. He goes down the line, looks for Harrison Monroe. Given a little barge by number 17, Graves. Going to be another throw to the Mystics. It's Halsey. Hamo. Nikolopoulos. Once again, the Hurricanes more than happy just to watch the two centre-backs for the Mystics pass the ball to each other. Certainly no cutting edge when the ball's being played just amongst the back line like it is. There's Hutchison Mills, he has to go back as well. Back to Nikolopoulos. All very cagey at the moment. Hamu decides this time he's going to go long. Olavogbardi there is rather just brushed off the ball pretty easily by Colby Monroe. Nathan Wheeler's going to chase this. Hamu tries to shield, but too much in the back by Wheeler, says referee Lund. And that's going to be a free kick to the Mystics. And we've got an injury by the looks of it to one of the Mystics players. It looks like it might be Panu that's down right now. Once again, the physio is called onto the field. Just a chance to tell you that we will be back, of course, tomorrow for the second of the opening weekend doubleheader here for the Holland College Hurricanes. UKC are in town. Women's game is at 1 o'clock. The men's game once again is at 3:15. So with the injury, another opportunity for the teams to sort of just huddle up. Hopefully it's nothing more than cramp there for number 11 Pano. Such delays don't really sort of help the flow of the game, obviously. It's been a very stop-start game so far. Panu thankfully seems to be fine. He's just going to walk off on the far side. Hopefully it was nothing more than just a bit of cramp. So he goes off and he'll be called back on again. And play will restart in the possession of the Mystics. 8 minutes gone in this second half. Still the Hurricanes lead by 1-0. And finally we're going to get underway again. Brocklehurst is going to take this free kick long. Good header by Neitz. Here's Nurse. Looks for Holtley. Back to Crawford. That goes back to McWilliams. There's Crawford again. That's again Hingamama. Into McNally. Out wide to Holtley. Can he get the cross in? Hits it near post. Brocklehurst is there. And not for the first time this afternoon. We've got a bit of a coming together between Isidore Hattengimama and goalkeeper Brocklehurst. Now the Mystics will try and build out from the back again. Here's Graves. Into Hutchison Mills. Under pressure by Nurse. play again there by Monroe. Had a good game this afternoon. The Hurricanes captain, instrumental as well in the first goal, or the only goal so far. Graves. Opportunity here for Oluwagbadi now. Can he get something going? First chance he's had a real to run. And there's a foul, says referee Lund. It was Nurse that just got a bit of a bang on the head there from that challenge. No harm done. Ball's played long. Wheeler's going to chase this, but that ball's just going to bounce through to Brocklehurst. Here's Graves. His Nurse. McNally, nice ball looking for Harrison Monroe. Nicola Topoulos with the challenge. That's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Here's Boswell. Played long. Colby Monroe, is he going to be able to get on the end of that? Goal kick, says referee Lund. Monroe took a bit of a tumble for his troubles. Again, the Hurricanes are more than happy just to watch the Mystics pass it around amongst themselves at the back. Amu plays it forward. Oluwagbadi's under pressure from Nurse. Runs into trouble into the midfield, but manages to retain possession. That was Graves, number 17. Looking for Hutchison Mills. Here's Halsey. This is better from the Mystics. Good play there now. Opportunity, and he goes down. A little bit of a nudge there, maybe. Would have been pretty soft, I think. The coaching staff have their head on their hands, and now that is a foul. Bit of frustration, I think, there by Cole Hutchison Mills. Harrison Monroe went down under the challenge. Vicar Smith. It's going to run a bit too far ahead for Noah Hutchison Mills, so that's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. we're going to get a change in a moment for the Mystics. Looks like number 19, Alex Stoddart, is going to be coming into the game. So Alex Stoddart, number 19, coming in. And he's going to be replacing number 16, Noah Hutchison-Mills, who was lively in the first half. Probably had the Mystics' best double opportunity. Double save by Cole McWilliams. Certainly the closest the Mystics have come to scoring. And now into the game, Alex Stoddart.
Substitution for MSVU number 19 in Alex Stoddard for number 16 Noah Hutchison-Miles.
Mystics with the throw. Flick on by Gervais. McNally picks it up. Been tidy today, number 13, Chad McNally. Bit of a giveaway by Boswell, but good challenge by Crawford. Didn't like the reaction, I don't think, from Pano, the two number 11s there. But anyway, the Hurricanes bring the ball away. Here's Nathan Wheeler. McNally's in front, but that's hit too far ahead. And that's just going to run through to goalkeeper Brocklehurst. Here's Nicola Topoulos. Certainly there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of urgency about the Mystics right now. More than happy just to knock the ball around and then play it in, but more often than not, that's the end result. It's either getting intercepted by the Hurricanes or it's misplaced and goes out of play, which, as far as the Hurricanes are concerned, is more than good enough. 63 minutes on the clock. Heavy touch by Wheeler, but he manages to keep it in. Does well. That was the touch there, and Nurse is going to get the throw for the Hurricanes. Here's Harrison Monroe. So far it's his goal that separates the two teams. That's a good ball in. Bit of a miss kick there by Alawad-Gabi. That's a good challenge there by Kai Nurse. Here's Monroe. Chips it in left-footed. Looking for Wheeler. Goalkeeper Brocklehurst came out. Went over his head. Falls to the ground dramatically, but nothing more than a goal kick. Looks like another injury to one of the Mystics. Might be Graves over there, who's just got up. Brocklehurst is still sitting down. Not quite sure what the conversation is about. I can't imagine referee Lund is talking about time wasting to the Mystics goalkeeper. Especially if they happen to be a goal down, but oh, there is another injury on the far side, so that's why. Another injury to one of the Mystics. Looks like it's Adebwale Olawud-Gabi over on the far side. So once again, an opportunity for teams to come to the sideline. And once again, it looks like it's another cramp injury. Okay, welcome back after that impromptu break. Seems that all players are now fit and accounted for as the Mystics try and find a way back into this game. I think right at this moment they need to show a little bit more ambition than they have so far in this second half. Are they able to find a way? Here's Panu there, but they're not going to find a way back with shots like that. He was off balance, and in the end Cole McWilliams was able just to watch that go wide. Exactly halfway through according to the clock on our left hand side. Let's see if the last quarter of the game can provide some fireworks, which up to now it has to be said it's been a little bit lacking. But what can the Hurricanes do now? Here's Colby Munro. Is he going to keep that in play? No, he can't. It's going to be another goal kick. And right on cue, we seem to have another injury, and we've got another cramp. It's almost like a never-ending parade of cramp injuries for the Mystics. It's certainly going to make for a late night bus raid for the Mystics at this rate. Once again, it's Panu that seems to hopefully it's nothing more serious than cramp. That certainly looks what the treatment is right now. The physiotherapist is just giving his leg a stretch. So it looks like we are going to get a change. Panu is being helped off by the physio. As we say, hopefully it's nothing too serious there, just another touch of cramp. But that brings into the game number 16 again, Noah Hutchison-Mills. So Hutchison-Mills is back in. And we're underway. 70 minutes on the clock, 20 minutes left, but I imagine that the fourth officials board is going to show more than a few minutes at the end of this game for the stoppages so far. Here's Harrison Munro. Here's McNally, back to Munro. Nice play there by the Hurricanes. Here's Holtley. It's a good ball to the back post, but bit of push in there by Colby Munro, says referee Lund. Mystics try and build. This time it goes long. Leeds is there with the header. McVicker Smith, that's a good ball outside here now. Hutchison-Mills has got a little bit of space. Hartley comes across. Hutchison-Mills cuts in, does well now. Here's an opportunity. Ball pulls back. Good defending there by Neats. It was McVicker Smith who was almost on the end of that, the number 7. That was a good bit of play there by the Mystics. There's a good long pass. Hutchison Mills did well on this left-hand side, showed some danger. And McVicker Smith was well marshalled by Neats in the end, and it went wide. Crawford, what can he do? Into McNally. He comes wide to Holtley. Is Nathan Wheeler. Does well. Oh, that's going to be a foul. That's a free kick. Wasn't too far outside the penalty area either, just maybe a foot and a half. Good play there by Wheeler. Drew Graves into the foul, and that's going to be a free kick now to the Hurricanes in a pretty dangerous place. Referee Lunder's just going to pace the ball back. So what can the Hurricanes do from this? Colby Monroe stands over it, ready to hit it left-footed. McNally's on top of the 6-yard box. Nathan Wheeler's hanging just behind him. Decides to go short. It rather bobbles, so Boswell just went low, but it sort of miskicked. And it's going to be a throw. The corner was saved by Gervais, so it's going to be a throw. Thrown in by Monroe. Good play by Boswell. Under pressure by Hutchison Miles. Kept alive. Well done. Now can Monroe with the cross. Just a little bit too strong. And that goes behind for a goal kick. Once again, thank you for joining us on ACAA TV this afternoon. Just give a shout out to our cameraman, Abdul Rahman El Sabah, who's a member of the Hurricanes roster, but not just today. And Geordie Carraher is behind the controls. So they're the ones that are bringing you the pictures today. Good play there. This is by Hutchison Mills. This is better. And suddenly the Mystics are having a little bit of joy on this right-hand side, and that's going to be a corner kick. Nice play there by number 9, Cole Hutchison Mills, who's looked lively today. And now there's a little bit of urgency about the Mystics. You can tell. Here's an opportunity. Can they get the shot away? It's blocked by Crawford. Well done by Holtley to win the rebound. And it's Noah Hutchison Mills that gives the free kick away. And the first yellow card of the afternoon is shown to the Mystics number 16. So referee Lund, who's certainly been patient this afternoon, decides that now is the time to show the first yellow card. Here's Boswell. Goes across to Neats. Back to Crawford. Oh, bit of a giveaway there by Nurse. Hutchison Mills again. To McVicker Smith. That's a good ball there. Looking for Gervais on the far side. Sends it in, and here's an opportunity. No. Ball came across. Oluwagbadi was sort of on the end, and he's been limping for a little bit there. And sure enough, he's gone down again. Not for the first time this afternoon. Just watching him in the lead up to that move, he certainly wasn't moving freely, and I think the the idea that he was trying to stretch and get onto the end of that cross is probably not for the first time. Our physio is on the field. Somebody has just commented they wonder what time the lights come on here. Well, we do have late daylight until about 8 o'clock, so I don't think we're going to get that late, but certainly with the amount of stoppages in this second half so far. Not for the first time, the players come over for a drink and for a little bit of tactical advice. Just to sort of emphasize too that we've had a lot of stoppages for injuries, but they've not been as a result of fouls. Thankfully he's on his feet again. Hopefully again it's nothing too serious. Just gets a helping hand from the physio as he leaves the field. Number 11 Panu is still getting treatment for his injury as well, I see left behind me. So we're going to have to put another substitute in, I would think, the Mystics. We are going to get a substitution. Number 6 is going to come in for Mount St. Vincent. Number 6 is Gurpreet Singh. So Gurpreet Singh is going to come into the game. Hopefully we will see no more injuries before the end of this game. Gurpreet Singh gets a cheer from the cheering section over on the far side. Maybe it's members of the women's team, I think. Just to remind you that the women won this afternoon. If you're a Mystics fan, 1-2-1. So Singh is in. Coming up to 10 minutes left. As we said, we're looking at a lot more than 10 minutes. Here's McNally. He plays it forward. Now this could be interesting if it bounces. But Brocklehurst keeps his eye on it. Just before that injury, the Mystics were certainly getting back into the game. They'd had 2 or 3 reasonable chances. Just wonder if the momentum may have been lost again with the stoppages. Here's McVicker Smith. McNally. He goes down under the challenge from Halsey. Right under the nose of referee Lund. He certainly wasn't going to miss that one. Been a fairly comfortable evening for the referee this afternoon. Fouls have all been fairly straightforward and uncontested. Hotley with the header. That's not a bad header in. Wheeler gives a nudge on the goalkeeper, and Brocklehurst again goes down. Not for the first time this afternoon, the goalkeeper is slow getting back to his feet. Ball's played in. Intercepted by Nurse. Hattingamama. There's Harrison Monroe. Does well. Knocks it past Singh. Here's Haltley. He's going to run into the area, but can only run into Graves, who puts the ball behind, and that's going to be a corner kick. Colby Monroe is going to come and take it. Swings it in, goes to the far post. It's headed just up in the air, but Brocklehurst is able to come and claim that. Looks to play quickly, but his players are not quick enough to get out, so he rolls it. And once again, the Mystics will try and build it up from the back. Here's Hamo. He's going to go long. Looks for Hutchison Mills. Neats is going to have to deal with this. Gets his body behind, and ball gets played back, and Cole McWilliams is there to pick it up. That's a good ball. If Wheeler's going to be able to chase it down, no, it goes straight through to Brocklehurst. Played long, but Gervais knew he was offside, so just let that run through. Here's Crawford. Brocklehurst will claim that without any alarms, and he throws it out. Here's Graves. Late tackle by Wheeler, he knew it. Now we're going to get another substitution, and it's one for the Hurricanes. Number 20 is going to come in, Nicholas Brown. And Colby Monroe is coming off, so hopefully there's no injury there. Maybe it's just feeling tired, the number 3. Certainly ran his heart out today, number 3, Colby Monroe. So Brown is in. 3. Here's Hutchison Mills. Good there, did well, gone past Crawford. Has he overrun it? No, the ball's come across. McVicker Smith was sort of there, but it was a Hurricanes boot that got that there first. But it is going to be a corner. Hutchison Mills. He's certainly going to be the man to do it for them. Finds his namesake. Back to Noah. Good ball to the far post. Is Hamill going to get there? He did. He couldn't quite wrap his foot around it. And Cole McWilliams was able to grab that without any alarms. Here's Crawford. He's asking a lot there of Haltley, but he did well. So did Harrison Monroe. Excellent to wiggle his way out of there. Good play by the number 2. Whose goal right now is what separates these two teams. Here's Haltley. He does well there. The number 18 for the Hurricanes. He wins his team a throw-in. At this point in the game, you feel the Hurricanes are in no danger to take these. It's going to be another throw to Holland College. Here's Wheeler, back to Holtley. Sends it in. McVicker-Smith clears. Going to be picked up though by Brown. He's going to knock it back. Here's Neats. He's going to go back to McWilliams. He goes long. That's a great pass there to Holtley, who takes it nicely on his chest. Singer's trying to keep him company. Back to Boswell. Looks for some options. Back to Holtley. That's going to be picked up though by McVicker-Smith. Looked like there was a push there by Noah Hutchison-Mills, who's already on a yellow card. That's going to be a free kick to the Hurricanes. Needs pays the ball back to McWilliams. He's going to go short to Crawford. Centre backs have looked very assured today for the Hurricanes. Nick Neats has been quite impressive in his first game. Been a good partner alongside Crawford. Got an offside on the far side there. I think Isidore sort of knew that was going to be off. So referee Walters raised the flag. Nurse under pressure from McVicker-Smith. And he's done well, the number 7 there for the Mystics. Running into the area. Plays the ball to Hutchison-Mills. McVicker-Smith again, back to Noah Hutchison-Mills. Rather delayed a little bit. It's an opportunity, he's running into the area there. And another corner for the Mystics, who've kept this tight right to the end. And now they're seeing if they can get something back. Everybody back for the Hurricanes. Swung in, it's not a great corner, it's headed away at the near post by Holtley. McVicker-Smith's going to pick that up for the Mystics. And an offside against Hutchison-Mills as the board goes up that we get 6 minutes.
We got 6 minutes at a time.
Getting a thumbs up there from 4th official O'Regan, and we were not sure whether he missed a 1 off that. We could have been 15 minutes maybe with the amount of stoppages, but 6 minutes is what referee Lund has decided. And certainly as far as the Hurricanes, that's good news. Quite sure just how much in the tank the Mystics have got, so 6 minutes to get back in this game. Trying to make a good fist of it. Good interception by Crawford. Flicked on by Monroe. Halsey's there. It's a bit of a loose pass. Here's Nurse. Does well. Shows a dummy to Hamu. Ball is cleared and it hits the referee. So that's going to be a drop ball back to the Mystics.
Kickoff time for 1 p.m. for the girls and 3:15 for the boys.
Ball goes back to Brocklehurst. What can the Mystics do in this last 5 minutes? Here's Monroe. Nice touch there to Holtley. Wheeler tries to get it under control. He's well crowded out. Here's McVicker-Smith. Good play by Harrison Monroe, who's done the defensive side of his game very well. course, it's his goal that separates these two teams this afternoon. And if it stays like this, this will be a repeat of the scoreline from last year's game. But now here's an opportunity. Good tackle there by Neitz, who would probably have a claim to be player of the game today for the Hurricanes. The number 4, he's looked really very assured. He's dealt with everything that he needed to deal with. Harrison Munro goes down under the challenge from Singh. It's going to be a free kick to the Hurricanes, who will be in absolutely no rush to take this. Here's Nurse. That's overhit. That's asking far too much of Wheeler. And that's going to just run through to Brocklehurst. Can the Mystics conjure up something in these last few minutes? It's intercepted though by Boswell. I think Omama into McNally. Looking for a run. He gets one from Monroe. Singh comes back. Still Monroe. Does well there, Harrison Monroe, the number 2, and he wins a corner for his team. Nurse comes over to take this. You have to think this isn't going to be delivered into the box. Sure enough, it goes short. And we'll probably get a little bit of wrestling. No, McNally just kicks the ball out of play. So an opportunity here for the Mystics if they can get the ball out of their corner to get something moving. Handball called, and we're going to see a substitute. Back into the game is number 19 for the Hurricanes, Carl Rollett. So Carl Rollett's going to come back. Haven't seen yet who's going to be replacing. Brocklehurst plays it long. McNally rather slices off his foot, so that's going to give a throw to the Mystics. But first, this substitution is going to have to take place. And it is number 8, Isidore Hatungimama, that's going to come off. Isidore, who had a goal ruled out in the first half for offside, certainly put a good shift in. Going to get a yellow card here to McNally for that challenge. So another opportunity here for the Mystics to put the ball in. So a bit more defending to do for the Hurricanes. Certainly the last 15 minutes or so, the Mystics have looked as dangerous at any point in this game. But it's not a great free kick this time by Hutchison Mills. And McWilliams is just able to McWilliams clears it long. Just gets a bit of a boost of the breeze as it suddenly started blowing a bit harder then as the ball was in the air, and suddenly the ball's in the corner. Here's Harrison Monroe. He goes down. He gets a free kick. And referee Brandon Lund brings the game to a conclusion. A satisfactory afternoon for the Holland College Hurricanes, who start off this new season with a valuable 3 points. A 1-0 win over the Mount St. Vincent University Mystics, courtesy of a first half goal by number 2, Harrison Monroe. Stop-start game. We had a lot of stoppages in the second half, which certainly didn't allow the Mystics to get into any real rhythm. They pushed at the end, but the Hurricanes' defense stood firm. A good 3 points for them. They will get their season off to a good start. They'll be at home again tomorrow afternoon against UKC, so we look forward to that. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon on a sunny but windy Terry Fox Sports Complex here in Cornwall. Congratulations to the Hurricanes in the men. The Mystics won the women's game 2-1 here at ACAA TV. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.